What's up, guys, girls, and maps of the United States? Do not jump! Do not jump! Do not jump. Because if you jump, you're gonna die. Now, what do I mean by this threatening statement? What could I possibly mean by this sentence that implicates your annihilation? Well, I'm glad you asked. This level is a work of modern art. This level is a masterpiece. So this is a level that one of my friends made a really long time ago, and I don't know his motivation behind it. We're gonna get to that. But basically, me and some of my other friends like rediscovered this like recently, and we decided to make our own entries in the series. So these are all made by some of my friends. And I'm gonna invite you guys at the end of this video to make your own entries into the series. But first things first, I want to go through all of these, and I wanna show you how awesome they are, how each entry brings something unique to the table. After each one, I'm going to interview the person involved in its creation. So, number one, the OG, the first one, the classic, the first entry in what is now a massive franchise, a home name, If You Jump, You Die by Lazyverse. Don't jump, obviously. So let's just head through this, alright? Alright. Pretty easy, right? Oh. Dude, it's hard. Okay, alright, I feel good about this one. Okay, nope. No. Alright, we did it. Pretty difficult level. So now, I'm gonna give you the real meat and potatoes of this video. We're gonna see what the mastermind behind this level was thinking when he made it. So I'm gonna cut to that, and then I'll come back. Alright, Lazyverse, you are the creator of the acclaimed If You Jump, You Die.
One of the most downloaded levels in the world, I believe, right now, yeah.
Yeah, it's a household name. But I gotta know, what were you thinking? What was going through your head when you, like, what, did the idea come to you in a dream?
So, you know, whenever I think of this level, I think of the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., right? He had a dream, right? Yeah. I had one as well. They were slightly different dreams. However, I think the real backstory behind this level is, God, it had to have been in 8th grade. For those of you who don't know, me and Sdslayer here actually went to middle school together. And of course, you know, him being the famous YouTuber Sdslayer.
Yep, always.
At the time, Sdslayer 100 for you new gens. For you new gens.
100 new gen filter.
Oh, of course, you know, he played GD. And naturally, being my best friend at the time, I started playing GD. I've made a bunch of like shooter levels, and you know that was one of them. And I think that level was like the level I figured out how to use like the jump triggers on. And I don't know if I've ever actually showed you the level like in the editor.
Oh, I've seen it. Oh, I've seen it. It is the most inefficient use of move triggers I've ever seen.
That was my first ever experience with move triggers, and I was like, I think I might have the best idea ever. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw, Joe Biden was doing a speech the other day, and he talked about my level and how it inspired him to want to run for president.
I did hear about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great. I'm glad to hear from the brains behind the masterpiece. Thank you for taking the time to tell me some of your thoughts and really the deep process behind this level. So I'm gonna move on then to the next in line.
If I could say one more thing just to the viewers at home. Remember, guys, if you jump, you die.
Holy shit, he said the fucking said it! So now we move on to level 2, If You Jump, You Die 2 by Soapy14, the epic sequel to If You Jump, You Die. So yeah, so this is one of my other friends, Moss Creep. He goes by Soapy14 as like a formal name, you know, full legal name. These all have something unique to them, and you'll see that as we get into it. So let's see what we got here. So we want, oh, I implore you to jump at your earliest convenience. Oh my, what an unforeseen consequence! Okay, alright. Dang, okay. Yeah, so if you can't tell what's going on there, basically if you jump, the wall activates, but you don't actually know it immediately. And that's why I think this level's pretty cool, because you don't immediately get feedback. You don't immediately know what you've done wrong. So when you die to the end wall, you might just think the level's impossible. But on further inspection, you can clearly see that the wall is activated by a touch trigger. On further inspection, it's actually not impossible, it just looks that way. So again, I'm gonna go to an interview and see what was going on in Moss's head when she made this, and then we're gonna jump back. All right, Moss, you are the creator of the second entry in the most famous franchise of GD levels in history. So what I'm wondering here is what was going through your head while crafting this masterpiece? What were you thinking? Was there any inspiration that you wanted to draw from the first level and channel into your work? Just tell me, what were you thinking?
That's so formal.
This is how I've asked everyone so far.
Well, you see, it was a gloomy day, and I was waiting outside of my linear algebra lecture hall, and I thought, you know, it would be pretty funny if I jumped and died. I came up with a plan, if you will. I needed to create an overly convoluted way of killing someone if they jumped. I made it so that if they jumped, a wall would spawn in front of them and kill them, and then intentionally made the wall as ugly as possible.
I remember that part, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really something else. It speaks about the way life is, and how usually if you do something badly, or if you commit evil, your crimes may not initially appear, but they catch up to you eventually.
Exactly.
But so does it if the other way goes around.
Exactly, and that's the motive that I gathered pretty much word for word from your level. Thank you for your time. It's an honor to sit down and interview such a legendary creator about their greatest work. Yeah, appreciate it. Keep making gold.
I don't think I'm ever gonna open Geometry Dash again.
Alright, entry 3. This is my level. This is my contribution to the series. So let's see. Jump. Oh no! Oh my, you've angered the Horde. You are a fool. You must grovel for forgiveness. Alas, it was all for naught. And then only God can judge you now. So it's pretty hard to avoid angering the Horde. Yeah, so it is pretty hard. If you do manage to not jump, I have a failsafe as well. If you jump later, you just don't get the story. You just get called a fool and you get killed. The level's quite long also. I don't really know why. I don't know why I made it so long. I think I made it, you know, maybe it's just to tempt you to jump, you know? All this empty space, you know, you really just want to jump, but you can't do that. But I really wanna! And you're dead. So yeah, if you do manage to make it to the end, then you can beat the level. Because of the way touch triggers work, you can actually click after the end screen, and it'll still turn red. Now I know what you're thinking. The dragons take some time to get up to you and kill you, so what if you jump at the very end? Well, I'm glad you asked. Yeah, no. So, yeah, obviously I made this level, so I'm just gonna give my thoughts now. The triggers for this level are really, really, really jank. And I think that I accomplished my goal. I think it really exemplifies the gravity of the situation when the background turns red and you see the Horde start chasing you. The trigger work is a mess, and it probably doesn't work fully. If someone came up to me tomorrow and was like, hey, if you jump, you die level doesn't work in this part, I'd be like, yeah, you're probably right. But, yeah, overall, I'm definitely very pleased with how the level came out. And, yeah, let us move on now. So, this is if you jump, you die 4, or if you jformp, you die, or if you jamp, you die, by my friend Lixavon, who has the name Pete Davidson on GD. So, this level actually employs some mind manipulation, some mind games. Man, this is hard. Man, dude, this is so hard. Yeah, I try to keep it, but now we're gonna get into the mind of the man again, you know? We're gonna pick the brains of this man and how he thought of such a convincing, persuasive psychological tactic to get you to jump. Alright, Lixavon, you are the smash hit creator of the acclaimed level If You Jump, You Die 4, or If You Jamp, You Die. So I just gotta know, what was the thought process behind it? What were you thinking while you made it? Was there anything about the previous entries in the series that you wanted to interpolate into your level or improve upon? Just what are your thoughts on the whole process?
Well, generally, I felt very inspired by the previous entries in the series, and I wanted to put my own spin on it because every level in the series so far has been pretty unique, I'd say. A lot of different gimmicks across each of the levels. And so I tapped into my psyche when I was making If You Jump, You Die 4. I developed my portfolios and I explored the crevices of the inner creationism of my psyche.
Of course.
Just kind of a new approach to it where I focused heavily on the decoration rather than gimmicks of the level because, I mean, it's if you jump, you die. If you jump, you die.
Of course, and obviously your level is definitely probably the most decorated one in in the series as of right now, which I think does help it stick out a lot. It is very good to know what was going through your head. I know that the fans have been clamoring to know what the true meaning behind it was. So yeah, thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule to sit down with me for a minute here and you know, talk about your greatest work.
If you jump, you lose your virginity.
Alright, If You Jump, You Die, Part 5, or If 5 You Jmup, You Die by my friend Bobsy. He made a level, and it's a test of peer pressure, and as you can see, the comments resoundingly think this level was epic XD. But yeah, let's see what the peer pressure involved is. Oh. Whoa. Oh. So this level really has an aura to it. I mean, it really externalizes the internal struggles of people who just really want to jump. You know you want to. Overall, I mean, I think this is one of the most convincing ones yet in terms of atmosphere. This is kind of what I was going for. I just didn't exactly represent it like this. But it really does represent the stresses of a man who just wants to jump but knows that he'll be punished for doing so. This is represented by the spider arms that appear, and the thwomp that appears above you represents the thwomp from Super Mario World. And yeah, I mean, overall, you know, S tier level, probably one of the harder ones in the series so far. So let's see what he was thinking when he made this. Alright, Bobsy, the creator of the world-renowned 5th equal to the If You Jump You Die franchise, If You Jump You Die 5. Thanks for being here. So I just basically want to know, you know, what was going through your head when you made it? Where did the ideas come from? Was there anything in the previous levels in the series that you wanted to build off of, improve off of? Anything like that? Just what's the? I want to know what the man behind the art has to say about his creation.
My whole idea with this one was to basically capitalize on the thing that was a little bit, it was present throughout the whole series, but it wasn't taken to its fullest extent. That being peer pressure. Yeah, because every now and again you'll see in the other levels like, hey, jump for free sex, jump, you know you want to. I really wanted my level to embody the inner emotions of the player in this moment. I wanted these veins to be closing in, just make the player feel claustrophobic and feel the need, the desire to jump, because they know they want to.
Of course, yes, and this is something that I touched on while playing the levels, is you really captured the internal struggle of a man who just wants to jump, but society has put this you just can't jump, and I think that you really conveyed that really well through your art.
I admittedly looked up a few levels to see if I could get some inspiration, and then I structured all those things myself and made the thwomp art, made the 2 sprites. It felt like some like divine intervention, to be perfectly honest with you, because what happened was I was thinking about the peer pressure stuff, and then I went into my songs, and like one of the first songs in my availability on my list was Heartbeat, and I listened to the first few seconds where it was like boom 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 boom. Everything just felt like it clicked.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with me and really fill me in on everything that you had going through your head, all the factors that eventually coalesced into a beautiful entry in an even more beautiful series.
Yeah, I really am proud of it. Thank you for having me here and having me along for the series. I implore everyone watching this to play If 5 Jmup, You Die.
Of course, so do I. And lastly, we have If You Jump, You Die 6, or If Yoiu Juimp, You Die 6 by Nosavo. If you jump, you get a significant other. Well, I want one. Oh my god, dude, he lied. Oh, you're safe now. You can jump. No, oh man. Dude, a coin. Oh. Nope, not that one. What about this one? How am I supposed to get to the wave portal if I can't jump? So, yeah, definitely the hardest one, I think, out of all of them. I don't know how compelling it is. I definitely think that Bobsy's level internalizes that struggle even more. But this one really does tantalize you with literal coins that are just impossible to get, obviously, because you need to jump to get them. So, overall, very compelling level, very good finale for right now. Let's see what he was. Let's just hear the words from the man himself. All right, Nosavo, the acclaimed creator of the current last entry, part 6 in the famous If You Jump, You Die franchise. So I just got to know what was going through your head when you made the level. What was some of your inspiration? Was there anything from the previous levels in the series you wanted to improve upon? You know, what were you thinking?
When I started making the level, I really wanted to do something different. You know, I'd seen the title, I'd looked at only one of them, but I knew I could do better. Because we all know what happens. You jump, you die.
Of course.
And I'm not really that great of a creator, but what I am good at is gaslighting. I put my spin on it. How can I make a level that tempts the player to jump so much? I'm gonna put coins above the spikes.
I know, that was actually one of the most controversial decisions, and I think that it really paid off, and I think it really benefited the level.
The amount of unease I felt missing those coins while verifying with no clip, by the way, it was painful. But I didn't think that was enough. What do GD players not have? That's right, significant others. So at the beginning of the level, I said, if you jump, you get a significant other. I put game mode portals, everything. You see a wave game mode, a 4-speed portal, you just want to hit it. So I had to think long and hard about this. I had so many talented people I was going up against, and I said, F them, I could do better.
Very masterful level indeed. Definitely a good way to end the series so far. Yeah. Thank you for your time, and yeah, I wish you the best of luck in your future lack of jumping. Yeah, so that is all the levels in the series thus far. And I'm going to invite you guys, my fellow viewers, to build an entry in the series. It could be part 7, could be part 8, could be part 100. The world is your oyster. I think it would be really funny if I was eventually able to get like 100 of these and just have like a playlist of if you jump you die levels on my channel, or like uploaded just like a video of me playing all of them. But yeah, I invite you guys to make your own. Feel free to comment them. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful series, and I'm glad that I was able to share this with you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.